Well, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time you are joining. I'm so glad that you're here. I wanted to start today by sharing that I heard a new word I had never heard before, and it was coined by a gentleman by the name of John Koning. Um, the word is sonder, Sonder. And this is what he writes about the word. Sonder, the realization that each random passerby is living a life as vivid and complex as your own, populated with their own ambitions, friends, routines, worries, and inherited craziness. An epic story that continues invisibly around you, like an anthill sprawling deep underground with elaborate passageways to thousands of other lives you'll never know existed. Lives in which you might appear only once as an extra, sipping coffee in the background, a blur of traffic on the highway, a lighted window at dusk. And he wrote about that in a book called The Dictionary of Obscure Sorrows, which is an irreverent kind of dictionary that gives names to emotions that we've all felt, but can't really put our finger on. We can't really express. And I thought that word in particular was so interesting because I think in a time where it's really easy to feel like we're separate from each other, it was good, at least for me, to be reminded that everyone around us carries a story. And some of those stories we might be a main character in, and some of those stories we might just be a passerby as they're moving through their lives. And it's really good to be reminded that in those stories, in my opinion, we don't need to know the details of someone's story to be kind to them. And just knowing that they have a story is enough because we all have a story and we all share that. And sometimes to widen our view of others, we have to loosen our own myopic view of our lives and of ourselves and that grip that we have on that to let people be who they are and to give them grace and patience and honor their experience, even if we don't understand it. And maybe in doing that, we remember that we're actually not that separate at all, and that we can all find a way to thrive and grow and create together, despite and maybe in spite of our differences. So today we are going to engage in a breath awareness practice. I love breath awareness practices because it is one thing that we all share as live human beings. We all breathe. So I thought this would be a beautiful practice as a way to connect to ourselves and invite connection to everyone around us, to our group here today, and to all beings on the planet everywhere. So we'll be meditating today for about 20 minutes as usual, and I will keep track of the time. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Find, as always, a comfortable seat that allows you to be alert, relaxed, and comfortable, um, allowing your body to settle into stillness. And if you feel comfortable, you're welcome to close your eyes and begin to tune in to your interior, what is here for you in this moment, letting go of anything that came before this, the pace perhaps of life before you tuned in today, and the pace of life to come following our meditation together. Beginning to deepen the breath, and perhaps if you're inclined today to set an intention for your practice, whether it's to bring presence to your meditation, to listen with curiosity, maybe to bring a beginner's mind to today. Just noticing what is true for you, and perhaps taking a deep breath or two through the nose into the chest or belly, and then out through the nose. You might tune into any emotions that are coming up for you, that are present, perhaps any physical sensations that are present today. And allowing everything to be exactly as it is, without any judgment or any story, becoming the witness to what is here. And letting your breath return to its natural rhythm, and drawing your attention now to the sensation of your breath, noticing the rise and fall of your chest, the expansion and contraction of the belly. Perhaps tuning into the sensations of the breath itself, the temperature of the air as it moves through your nostrils into the body, and then the temperature of the air as it exhales through the nostrils. You might even notice the direction of the breath, whether it moves upward through the nostrils, perhaps downward into the belly, perhaps it spirals as it moves through the body. Paying attention for a few moments, noticing what is true of your breath, this breath, the next breath. There's no need to control the breath in any way. Simply tuning in to the flow of the breath without any effort. You might say on the inhale, breathing in, and on the exhale, and breathing out. If you notice that your mind has wandered, simply return your attention to the breath. I'm breathing in and breathing out. Expanding your awareness now to experiencing your breath as part of the larger web of life, the thousands of other people in your community, in your country, your state, your continent, all people breathing together, one coherent breath, one heart, sharing this experience of being alive. With each breath, imagining that we are all connected by one simple act of breathing, this same life giving energy, all of us feeling the sensations of our breath. We'll rest in this space for a few minutes and I'll track the time. As you continue breathing, allowing yourself to soften even more, releasing any need to define yourself in any way as separate from another. And perhaps for a moment, letting go of the idea of self and simply being with the breath as part of a shared experience with all beings everywhere. Perhaps for a moment now, allowing yourself to offer a silent wish for someone that you know or for all humans everywhere. May you be at peace. May you be safe. May you be free from suffering. Now returning that same kindness to yourself, perhaps with a hand on your heart for just a moment. May I be at peace. May I be safe. May I be free from suffering. And resting in these sentiments for another moment or so before our practice comes to a close. From David White, What to Remember When Waking. What you can plan is too small for you to live. What you can live wholeheartedly will make plans enough for the vitality hidden in your sleep. To be human is to become visible while carrying what is hidden as a gift to others. I invite you now to gradually deepen the breath, perhaps bringing some gentle movement back into the body. And for just another moment or so, perhaps letting this sense of one breath, one heart remain with you, even bringing it into your day if you have a full day ahead, or into you as you rest and curl up for a long evening. And when you're ready, you're welcome to bring some larger movements to the body, perhaps stretching into the space around you, moving your neck side to side, and gradually blinking your eyes open, taking in the space around you and your environment with fresh eyes today. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. If you're so inclined to bring your hands together, thumb knuckles to the breastbone, the light in me honors and sees the light in each and every one of you. Namaste. We'll see you next time.